Imagine you're taking a walk along a beautiful balmy sea. Now imagine doing the information work you do every day, opening up the email, a flood rushes at you, 100 new messages, things to do.
What happens when the mind is feeling stress is that the body starts to feel like there's some threat in the environment to it. And that came, evolutionarily speaking, it came from there's a physical threat to my body. A lion is chasing me or something. So what happens is the body starts preparing to run. The blood starts pumping, your muscles start tensing, your pupils dilate, all these kind of things start happening.
How could you have your experience while you're doing information work be more like a walk on the beach? We think that a good part of that can come under some regulative control by paying attention to your breathing.
Breathware is a project that I've helped advise that was led by a student, Nima Moraveji. And the idea is to help people regulate their breathing.
One of the really cool things about breathing is that it's both unconsciously controlled or subconsciously and consciously controlled. So it's both an indicator of your state and it's a way to control it. There's nothing else like that. The Breathware system sends your iPhone your breathing rate in real time. So you can get a sense of how you're doing in real time or over the course of the day or a week, but it can also prompt you to do breathing exercises and influence your state from moment to moment.
It's not always the case that when one is stressed, one needs to fix it at that moment.
There are actually both good and bad kinds of stress. If we didn't have stress, as Hans Selye would say, we would be dead.
The bigger problem is chronic stress. So if I am, spending hours working on email and it's all stressing me out the whole time, like that sort of chronic extended stress, not just in hours on end there, but day after day, has negative effects.
Normally people think of technology as the thing that causes stress. What's interesting about our approach is that we're using the technology to reduce stress.
Just in the way that a runner may wear a GPS watch and run and trace their heart rate, I think that calming technology could have a similar role.
It's this notion of a peripheral user interface, where the system's there to provide information that we want, but not to get in the way of what we're trying to accomplish otherwise.
When I talked to MediaX, they were really interested in worker productivity. Well, you can increase productivity with more web-based technologies and things like that, or you can try to increase people's health, increase people's calm to increase their productivity. And so I brought it as a proposal to them, and I think that it was a little bit surprising for them. They weren't looking into health technologies, but the truth is that they saw the value of it as a potential for improving productivity in knowledge workers.
The Konica Minolta call for productivity applications in our MediaX partnership was a really ideal one for shaking the bushes around the campus.
We believe that knowledge management may be potential to change the creativity and the productivity in the office. This is the key to success in the future of Konica Minolta too.
There's a number of reasons why this could be important. So I think first and foremost is there's an ability to help people live healthier lives. And so in terms of the outcome, I think we can agree that that's a useful thing to try and achieve.
When it comes to our relationships with ourselves, with others, stress is what causes a lot of problems. And that if we didn't have stress in our life, if we weren't so just a victim to stress, we would really be accepting of ourselves, of others around us, and appreciation and gratitude of all things around us. So calming technologies are really about removing the barriers to being who we are at our core, which is love.